So stoked we are getting done. Bags packed, so we're on the run today. We're really on our way, yeah.
Really?
Feel like we'll soon explode. Got the good old party mode, okay. Soon we're on our way, yeah. And our friends sure will tag along, 'cause today's the...
And this is our destination. Isn't it marvelous? This is lovely. There's no metered parking. It's just 2-hour parking, which will give us plenty of time in there. You don't enter through the front doors. We just read a sign that says we have to go through the...
Look, honey, it's your place.
Diva's. He's talking about Diva's hair studio. We have to go through the 7th Street parking lot. Oh no, a bird pooped on his face. That's not good. Look. Interesting tidbit is that this building across the street was built from leftover materials used in the Basilica construction. It was built in 1899. Right there. Right at the top. Well, we could have parked over here if we would have known it. Plenty of parking. Wow. So it says tours and gift shop down here, so. Oh. So we paid $5 each. You don't have to do this to do the audio tour with all the history. You get the little headphones Tom's wearing. But he wants to start in the restroom. So we're going to start in the restroom. And then we have a chapel downstairs.
Organ down here?
Look at this organ. This is the only known working boxcar organ in existence. What they mean by boxcar is that they basically were shipped completely assembled and arrived on a railroad boxcar. Look at this ceiling. A gentleman was just in there lighting the candles. Okay, you could spend hours in here. I mean, this tells every little thing that is in this room.
I'd really like to know what a holy nail 3rd class is.
Anybody answer that? What that means is something that has touched a 1st or 2nd class relic.
It's kind of an old chart. We have a lot more relics.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, and plus they all got moved because we were wheeling and dealing in them. So, like over back there is Padre Pio's glove. That one we had for a long time. That's not on the chart.
Okay.
And then right in front of it, that little wooden crucifix with the gold on it.
Right.
That's some of his beard hairs.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so this is ran by the conventual Franciscan friars. There's 3, right, in the first group. It's the Capuchins, the conventual Franciscans, and then the OFMs that need to be reminded constantly that they're OFM observants. Anyways, but they're, so Capuchins and so like in the Capuchin order actually split off. The observants went to the conventuals, and then the year 1500 split off on their own. So they're one of the first. There's only 3 in the first order. So orders friar minor. So actually, a lot of our relics here were sent to us by Padre Pio himself, and we have letters that actually state that.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So there's a lot of. So of course we have a great. And I went to San Giovanni Rotondo, where his body's incorrupt, you know.
Right.
And I got to visit him. I was there for a few weeks, but it was nice to see. So yeah, he's a good intercessor. And then we have Saint Teresa Lisieux in that wooden one on the table, and then Blessed Carlos, who's actually like a 15-year-old boy that had terrible bone cancer.
Oh.
But, he's cool. A lot of miracles, and he helps with the internet. Like he told kids to. He had a great devotion to the Eucharist and living the gospel life, and he set up online. Like Eucharistic miracles and stuff, and he would only spend 1 hour a week online to utilize it for God's good, right?
Wow.
So he's pretty cool kid.
Wow.
And, yeah. Has a lot of profound things. Then, of course, we got St. John Paul II. We got his Arqueta when he came to visit, and then the cross in the middle has like 100 on one side and 100 on the other. So like there's 200 on that one alone, and there's some big mamma jammas on that one.
Wow.
With saints. And then, of course, Josaphat, we have that. And then in the back altar upstairs in the church, we have his relic within that.
Okay, so
This
his
is
upstairs.
church now. And then Calcutta, Maria Goretti, she's there. She's good for, like, my nieces. So, because she's was a young gal that, and actually, her attempted rapist wouldn't rape her, but then he ended up stabbing her to death. But then he converted later on while in jail. Because she forgave him beforehand. And then, a bunch of good ones here. And so, the only thing that's a third-class relic in here is actually the Holy Nail. It's a third class, which means there's a nail from the era touched to a nail from the era, which is thought to be a nail that possibly could have pierced Christ.
Where is that?
That's in the front.
The front. Oh, okay.
Holy nail is the
There we
third
go.
class. Third class is when you touch something to something that has touched.
Okay.
These are all first class except for that.
That one.
And then the stone of Golgotha is just a stone from the hill. That's it. It's just a stone from Golgotha. So it's
Okay.
But it's it has the papal marking on it and the ribbons, so which means it's through the church approved. And then these are just pieces of the lance of Longitis. That's a sliver of the relic of the true cross. Just a part of the crown of thorns from France where they store it. There's a sliver of it. And then the column of flagellation, which they have in Rome. And it's just a little chip of it. And then on the third floor of the basilica and stuff, they have this kind of like stone grating that we painted on.
Ah.
So you see, and it's facing east, and then the back with the saints in it is like the choir stalls on the first floor. That's the choir stalls where the friars will sit and do the divine office in the morning, in the midday, and then evening, and then also night prayer, and so that's what that represents. So it's kind of bringing it all together. But the cool thing about these 6-sided stars is it represents the seraphic angels. And we all know, like St. Bonaventure is the seraphic doctor of the church. Seraphic. Thomas Aquinas, angelic doctor of the church, right? So there's different, like in the 9 choirs of angels, seraphic's the closest to God.
That was really neat. We just basically got a personal tour. From the gentleman who had lit the candles for the 12 o'clock Mass. Oh, what is this? Original doorknob from the Chicago Post Office and Customs House used in the building of the Basilica. Wow. Drew up the original plans in 1895. That is the year the Biltmore house was, as finished as it was going to be at the time. When George Vanderbilt moved into the home was 1895. That's when they consider it finished. In 1988, a storm damaged a portion of the copper roofing on the dome. After a repair attempt, it was soon clear that the basilica, my goodness, needed significant and immediate repair and restoration. And we have begun our tour. When building this, women moved dirt by carrying it in their aprons. Many people worked on the church in addition to holding other full-time jobs. Wow. I am literally speechless. I have not seen pictures of the inside of this, so when I walked around the corner, I am not kidding. I am being extremely literal. It took my breath away, and I immediately teared up. This is just magnificent. That is 23 karat gold. So this was the third in the United States to be deemed a basilica, and now there are over 60. I want to go to them all. At the time this was built, there was only one other dome larger than this, and that's the U.S. Capitol. Those windows are 85 feet up. They're all images of Mary. So right in the middle is a glass skylight. So there's nothing that tells us what this statue is, and I would really like to know what he's holding the key of. So these are, it's cold air, it's air conditioning coming out. Oh shucks, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to go up there. I figured we probably couldn't, but could still hope.
It sounded good.
So did you hear that there are 60 in the U.S.? I want to go to them all. You've been to 3?
No, we've been to 2.
We've been to
but
2.
This was the 3rd designated.
Right. I remember that. I was like, when did you go to another one? So yes, that is my new goal, is to find them and go to them, because I thought the one
Because we don't have enough other stuff to do.
I thought the one in Asheville took your breath away. No, that one didn't take my breath away. That one I thought was amazing. This one took my breath away.
Yeah, it just, the further you got in, the more amazing and stunning the place was.
Yeah, I already stated on.
Stand in the door, it's one thing, but the further you get in, it's like, oh my.
I have already stated on here that when I came around that corner, it literally took my breath away. Like I couldn't breathe. So I did grow up in a Catholic church, and we had little wicker baskets that just got passed down. But I have seen these, but never in person.
At the Lutheran, we had wooden bowls with little fuzz in the bottom.
Like felt.
Yeah.
Felt or velvet.
Yeah.
And of course there was a gift shop. I did buy a little journal. I would have loved to have one of these little bears, but they were just a little too expensive. So I found out that the statue down there I was questioning was Peter. Just like here is Peter. He holds the key to heaven.
He's got crossed keys.
Yes, he does have crossed keys. See, these are crossed. The other ones, he was just holding one key. And then that is Paul. And he is the protector. So it's just a little after 12. We're lucky we got here when we did, because the first little chapel in the basement that we went to is now closed because they're holding service in there. See if I can find a picture to see what was here. They're missing on both, so I don't know if they were some type of like lighting fixture or what.
I thought it was very interesting how the audio tour, one of the stops, talked about how this started out as a Polish Catholic congregation and facility, and as the neighborhood has changed over the years to a more Latino community, it's become a very Latino Catholic church, and that it was very reflective of these people from these differing societies over time, you know, assimilating into the Catholic faith and the American culture. And I thought that was kind of cool.
If you are in the Milwaukee area, highly, highly recommend coming here. And with that, we hope you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, because you never know where we're gonna head to next.
So stoked we are getting done. Bags packed to a